Well, we estimate that there are about 160,000 Buddhist nuns in the world today. Almost all of them are living in countries in Asia. This number might double also, because when I went to China, they said, oh, but we have that many Buddhist nuns in China alone. Your figures are not adequate. So we may have to revise our estimates of the number of Buddhist nuns upward when we get more data. But we can see that there are not nearly those numbers in Western countries. We probably have hundreds of Buddhist nuns in North America, Europe, and Australia, New Zealand, but I don't think we have many over 1,000. We first of all need to document the numbers. And why? Well, because there's very little support for Buddhist nuns in the West. Conditions have improved a little bit since I first became a nun in 1977. Now we see that Buddhist nuns are much more visible internationally. Look at Pema Chodron. She's one of the leading Buddhist teachers internationally. She's highly respected. She's been on Oprah. She's been in Newsweek magazine. People can order her tapes online or through different Buddhist distributors like Snow Lion Publications or Shambhala, for example. And this was not the case when I first became a nun. So I think that many more women have become inspired. At least they've seen ordination as a possibility. As Buddhist nuns, Western Buddhist nuns, become more visible, then Buddhist women will get the idea, well, maybe I can do that too. Whereas before it was sort of a futile dream. Now it becomes a real possibility for women. Now I'm not saying that all Buddhist women should become nuns, not at all. Buddhist women should follow their dreams in whatever capacity they wish. And this is our privilege as Western women. We have many opportunities. We can follow our dreams, not just one. We could follow one dream, then decide we want to change course and get more education and go a different direction. This is part of the privilege that we enjoy. And that's a good thing. That's a wonderful, a very fortunate opportunity. But we need to make the most of our opportunities, right? Make the most of the privilege that we enjoy in order to benefit others. So, in terms of being a Buddhist nun, I would say that there's still some way to go on this. Buddhist nuns in the West still do not get the same kind of respect that Buddhist monks do, for example. They don't get the financial support that Buddhist monks get, not by a long shot. And these are things that we need to address very honestly, very openly, that Buddhist women who wish to ordain still need support. They need much more support that they're getting at the moment. And this means support to attend meditation retreats, for example, to attend Buddhist teachings. In some cases, like I might note the Dharma Center in Los Angeles, for example, in Long Beach, Dargay Ling, Thupten Dargay Ling. Whenever they host His Holiness the Dalai Lama for teachings in Los Angeles, they always make sure that monks and nuns are able to attend the teachings free of charge. They'll also make sure they get lunch. They'll organize, usually it's Thai women or Vietnamese women who come in and provide lunches for the monks and nuns. And if you don't have a place to stay, they will also help with that. That's a wonderful thing, but it doesn't happen everywhere. And I mentioned Thupten Dargay Ling because they've been doing this for years, for 15 years now. And I've also been guests at His Holiness's teachings due to their kindness. So I think that in these ways, it's something that people might not think about. Oh, what's $100? What's a couple $100? But it's a much deeper question than that. If we want to help nurture a generation of indigenous Buddhist teachers, we have to begin to support that. We can't expect that these teachers will just come out of thin air. We can no longer assume that people are willing to go to India and live impoverished in India for years and years and years in order to get the education they need in order to become translators and teachers. My generation did that. I've gotten hepatitis how many times, right? Fleas, bed bugs, scorpion bites, snake bites. But these days, I don't see that many young people who are willing to do that. So we need to support people who are inspired, who are dedicated to trying to become Buddhist teachers, whether as monks, nuns, lay people, or lay women. But I would argue for equity in this, that if we're willing to support monks, we should also be willing to support nuns. And I hope that more and more Buddhist women and Western Buddhists in general will take the responsibility to help encourage a generation of indigenous Western Buddhist teachers. We need more teachers. Everywhere I went, I saw a tremendous need for qualified teachers in Indonesia, Malaysia, India, Nepal. Everywhere I went, Taiwan, they really respect and admire Western-speaking, English-speaking Western teachers. We need more teachers. So let's help nurture them, encourage them. Yeah. Now the advantage to being a nun is that we have time. I have no personal life. My whole life is for the Dharma, right? To learn Buddhism, to teach Buddhism. I'm free to travel, and that's the advantage of being a monk or a nun, is that without family responsibilities, we can pick up, get a phone call and walk out the door and go to help somebody in the hospital or attend a funeral or officiate at a wedding or help people with their kids or, go to the hospice or whatever is needed. We can do that because we have time. We don't have other responsibilities. So in a way, it's not to say that Buddhist monks or nuns are better than other people. No. But they have time, right? And the freedom to travel or to work on behalf of others. They also, if we can help them get educated, they can take really important roles. And we're free, right? We don't need a salary because our needs are very minimal. We just need lunch